people who are rich are very rich, and the people who are poor are very poor. There's no middle class here. So we have to find a way to try and bridge the gap. And currently, there's this visa where people can come based on their profession, job, whatnot. There's painters, decorators, fashion designers. On top of that, they can actually sponsor your visa, give you accommodation for a few months, and also give you some money whilst you settle in.
So, asking you all this about Ghana and UK, have you ever tried going to different African countries? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I go by the name Me, Myself, and I. Epic it was. Like and share, comment, and leave a comment. Charlie, it's really important. Yeah, that's why I said it twice. Leave a comment. I'm here with
Lady D.
Lady with a D. Charlie, Lady with a D. Why the Lady with a D?
I see myself as a lady, and the D is my name, so I just felt, yeah, it suited me well.
So, if I may ask, where were you born? Were you a Ghanaian before going, or I said were you a Ghanaian before going? Like, Charlie, you for laugh me for that side, though. You Bob, she make I think so. Her beauty alone, you understand, Charlie. Her beauty make I come like, I'm sure me the happen by. I mean, say I was real, and it's fun. You understand. All right, so yeah, were you born in Ghana?
Yes, I was born in Ghana. I grew up a bit in Ghana as well.
If someone may ask, where were you?
I grew up in Achimota. It's like the junction between Achimota and Akwetiman, Zongo. Yeah, just there.
So how is it like in the place that you are? You grew up in two different countries, and what's that about the other country that you grew up in?
In the UK growing up, so I've had to experience both life here and life there, because I did go up until JHS. I didn't write the exam though, but yeah.
So how was the feeling, and how are things going on in the UK that you growing up now?
How was the feeling? Initially, of course, you've been taken away from your family and all that, but even though you do live with family, you don't miss home. But then again, the opportunities and all that, you get to start life again. On top of that, you do think about what life would have been if you didn't move. But then when you look at it deeply, especially what is going on right now, I am kind of happy that I had part of my life there, and I moved, and I'm doing well for myself. So it's a different feeling. It's quite good, because if I probably didn't go and I stayed, maybe I wouldn't have done what I've been able to do now. I wouldn't be the person that I am now. And yeah, so life would have been different, probably difficult, but yeah, it's different for me. So I'm kind of happy.
You don't have any regret going there and coming back as well?
No, I don't have any regrets, no.
That's really nice. That is really, really nice. So what are some of the challenges that you go? Is it sometimes maybe the food, the culture from Ghana that you miss out there?
To be honest, I don't actually miss anything, because if it comes to the food, I can cook Ghanaian dishes myself. What can I cook? I can cook everything that I would want to eat here. It's just the feeling of actually eating it in Ghana is what I miss. It's just like, it's different. So when we come home, it's not like we don't get the same food to eat. We do. But it's just, when you're eating, it's a different vibe. It's like, even like wache, when we eat wache and where I'm from, we eat it on a plate, you know, and whatnot. But here, you can eat it in wache leaf, and you can eat with your hands. I'm not saying I can't eat with my hand. I do eat with my hand, actually, at home. I do. Because I feel it's part of my culture, and I still stick to it. In fact, I try to introduce my friends and my colleagues to our local foods and whatnot. Yes, the culture, you can keep up to it. On top of that, you can't lose the language, because I do speak the language with my family. And yeah, you might have Ghanaian friends and whatnot, yeah. But you can keep up with the culture and whatnot. I don't miss the food as much, but then it's the feeling of actually having these things done in the country. itself. It's a different feeling. The atmosphere is different. The weather is different. On top of that, it's quite noisy where we are right now. But then it makes it, the more interesting, or you kind of want that. You don't mind it because this is what is here. So yeah.
Wow, that is really nice that you're telling me all that. Let's go straight to your education. Education over there, how is it for you? Do you think it's advisable maybe you might study in Ghana rather than studying over there?
Education wise, it depends on what part of your education you're talking about. Is it like primary school, secondary school, high school, or university?
Any of it, any of it. Like, yeah, everything.
I think most people would probably get opportunity to travel, maybe to a university or something. If you do get the opportunity, take it, because through that you can do whatever course you want to do. On top of that, you may or may not be able to get a firm or an agency or a job that is willing to sponsor your visa and allow you to be able to stay and work there after your school. So if you do get opportunity, I would say yes. On top of that, right now the UK is, they have brought out a lot of different visas. There's the upscale visa where people can come based on their profession, job, whatnot. There's painters, decorators, fashion designers, whatnot, all these business entrepreneurs. There's a visa for them. There's the student visa route you can come via. There's the nursing and healthcare visa tier 2. You can apply for that. And currently, there's this visa also where a healthcare worker visa. Basically, you don't actually have to have any healthcare background here in Ghana or wherever. You can come via that route. But the only thing is you have to, probably whilst you're waiting, you can do a few courses, free courses online that can get you like a healthcare certificate. And then when you come, we will give you all the training and whatnot, and then you can work. On top of that, at least you're working, you're getting your money. Nobody's keeping your money away from you. You can't go a whole month of working without being paid. It doesn't work that way. They value time, so they pay you by the hour. And yeah, it doesn't matter how many hours you do, you still know that at least you're going to get paid. That's the one thing about it. Nobody keeps your money.
Wow. And is it both sex?
Yes. Over there we don't, men, women, anybody can be a healthcare worker. I think here it's mainly women, but up there it's anybody. If you feel it's a passion, it's something that you want to do, yeah, please go for it. And yeah, don't let any agency deceive you that they are going to recruit you and take you to the UK. Nothing like that is happening. We are not actively recruiting, we are passively recruiting. So what that means is you can find a job online, apply it yourself directly to the company or the hospital that is recruiting, and you will go through the interview process and everything, just like every normal person. But we don't have any agencies currently working for us because there's something called a red list country, and Ghana is part of it. And for that reason, no agency is allowed to recruit anybody from Ghana and send to the UK. It's not being done. So if anybody tells you, I work for an agency, I'm going to recruit you, give you whatnot, they are lying to you. They are scammers. They're going to take your money and they're going to run. You can do this whole process yourself, and it's free. On top of that, they can actually sponsor your visa, give you accommodation for a few months, and also give you some money whilst you settle in. And all of this is possible. You don't actually need a lump sum of money or a whole lot of money to go away. On top of that, they can even pay for your the plane ticket for you. So just work towards it. The main thing is get a valid passport right now. Get your IELTS. Do 1 or 2 care worker certificates online. If you don't have any care background or any healthcare background, do that. That is a way of you starting, at least making it. And also ask questions online. Go to directgov.uk and type in health worker visa or upscale visa or any type of visa that you're looking to go through, student visa. The requirements are all there. Don't go through any agency. These are middlemen. They're just going to take your money. Everything can be done directly by you through the system. And the system works. Nobody's going to say your mother is not in the whatnot, a high end, nothing like that. It just all goes through the same route, and everybody gets what they deserve to get. But you have to think about it. If you see one job and you only apply for one job, remember there's thousands of people who are looking to leave the country. More than 1,000 people have also applied for the same job. If someone has a maybe like experience in healthcare, they would give that offer to that person rather than you. So make sure that when you see the job offers, apply for as many as possible and be ready when you have to be. Don't wait. I feel Ghanaians, we're a little bit too laid back, too relaxed, and too slow. That's the right word, too slow when it comes to things like this. On top of that, you don't want to research for yourself. You just want to be told that, oh, then this is what is happening, or this is what is. No, find out the information for yourself. And then in this way, if someone is lying to you, you know that they're lying to you because you already know what the requirements are. You already know you don't have to pay any 5,000 Ghana cedis something fee or something. There's nothing like that. You know exactly what the requirements are, and you know the charges are there, what you need to pay for maybe health surcharge or the application itself, and you will get to know all of that. So yeah, please do a little bit of research for yourself before anything. And also, I think you're going to need a TB test. Definitely, you will need to get a TB test. But bear in mind, it expires every year. So if you're doing it, make sure you do it closer to the time, rather, because once you do one, it has to be valid within the 3 months before you actually travel. So don't leave it till last minute as well. You might never be able to make it because of that.
All right. So, in cause of all what you've said, let's talk about this. Your work. Like, what do you do over there?
I work as a critical care nurse. So in other terms, people probably say it's ICU or ITU. Yeah, critical care, that's what it is. That's where I work. I work with adult critical care patients in the UK. Yeah.
Wow. For how many years?
I've been in my current position nearly 3 years now. But before that, I was a cardiology nurse for 4 years.
And that is what?
Working with the heart. So people who have heart conditions and have had heart attacks, have had surgeries and whatnot, yes.
Wow, for 4 years?
Yes.
Wow. Mrs. 7 years altogether.
Yeah, it's my 7th year of training, yeah.
Yourself, in some years to come, you'll be in Ghana to, opening a place like those kind of things that you're doing over there.
Well, it's a vision, but as you can see, the way the country is going, and most of the times it's about you knowing someone who knows someone who knows someone to be able to bring something good or positive into the country to be able to help the youth and whatnot out. But if it's genuinely going through the right channel and right venue, I think it's going to be a very difficult task to actually come and accomplish. But it's still doable because people have been doing it. And yeah, when it does get, in due time, we're going to tell. We will be able to tell in time because right now, I don't see that happening in the next, few years. But maybe, yeah, just give it time.
Time will tell.
Time will tell, yeah.
Wow. So let's expect Lady Clinic, Lady D Clinic, right? Or D Clinic.
I don't know about that. I haven't thought
Hospital.
that. But yeah, it could be, but I don't know.
Okay, so Lady D Hospital, or what?
I don't think it's going to be under that name. I'm sorry.
Or D Hospital.
No.
D Hospital is cool, man, right? Don't you?
The name?
DXXX, right? Hospital, DXXX Hospital.
No, the name hasn't been thought of yet, but I don't think that's a suitable name for an institution like that. So when it gets there, we will think about it.
No, but people use their name and they add hospital to it.
Yeah, but then when I want to establish something like that, it's not for my benefit. It's for the benefit of the people, the community, and others. So it's not all about me. So it doesn't have to have my name on it. It's an initiative to help the community out and help the people out and support the people, make room for employment, support the youth and all that. And also, right now, healthcare is very expensive here in Ghana. If you don't have money, you will die. That's one thing I've noticed. Without money, you will die. They don't care about your health. So, yeah, that's something that we probably will be looking into and looking at and finding out ways and means in which we can make it easier for people who can't afford healthcare. You want to put the bike in my boss?
Oh, Charlie, Charlie, seriously, she has said a whole lot of sensible things. If you think it's bad, Charlie, that one there, so I say, but Charlie, to me, she said a whole lot of things that are very, necessary and important in our lives. So, asking you all this about Ghana and UK thing, have you ever tried going to different African countries?
Um, I I haven't actually been to African countries, but I have intentions of doing so. It's just so I can experience other African countries and also to see how they live and if I can try and compare and contrast, especially what is going on here in my own country. I just want to see what is like out there. I have intentions actually. I had a trip booked for South Africa in 2020, but because of the COVID and everything, it was cancelled. And yeah, and you can see COVID only ended what last year, and this year has been very busy because I had other things to catch up with. And yeah, so yeah, it's on my list. I will start my African country trip and whatnot, and yeah,
I mean,
it's a way of me seeing what happens in other African countries and what they are doing to make their system work that we can do or bring to our own country to try and help us as well.
how many countries, African countries, can you name? Like you just give me five.
Nigeria,
Apart from Nigeria.
Ivory Coast,
Okay, wait. Apart from Nigeria, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast. Name. Other.
Sudan, Morocco,
Okay.
Egypt,
Okay.
Zimbabwe, and Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Zambia, Namibia, all of that. Yeah.
Okay, that is really nice. Do you think Africans should come together as one as possible?
It's possible, but then of course you can see the type of leaders we have. We can't just go and be with another African country and come together as one unless our leaders make that effort or go forth. So unless our leaders are going to agree on something like that, I don't think it's going to be possible. But then again, the youth can rise and make anything happen. So yeah, they just need to watch the space. It's just a matter of time.
Wow, it's just a matter of time. That's what I love. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, if we don't rise, Nkrumah rise. So if you are there, you are not rising up, Charlie. Do you think it's possible? It's not possible, my nigga, my brother, my sister, my auntie, my uncle, my mom, my dad. It's not possible. Let's rise together. A message for we the African countries, or we Africans and the diaspora as well.
So Africa is a very beautiful place to be, but then currently, with everything on in Ghana, unless you have the funds, you cannot survive here. It's very tough. It's difficult. I do applaud the people who are still living in the country and making it work.
Oh, like,
How-
can you give to us? Woo!
How they make it work, I don't know, but they do daily. And I do understand that some people can't even afford a 3 square meal, which we take for granted. Sometimes even one whole meal is not possible. The money should be going to the people and should be helping create jobs. Look, there's a lot of university graduates who don't have jobs. And on top of that, look at the nurses and the teachers. They're teaching for 3-4 months without getting paid. Where is the money going? All this money that the taxes are high now, everything is high. Where are all this money going to? They're going into people's pockets instead of going back into the system so they can help. It's not on.
So that is the message you're giving to Africans.
Well, no, that's not the message. The message is, Africans, they just need to unite. I don't think the leaders are going to listen to them, so they have to find a way to make lives better for themselves. On top of that, we don't want you to find dubious ways of making life better for yourself. I don't want you to dupe another person so you can have a better life. No. If you can help another person, so even if both of you are going to have a medium lifestyle, that's better than you having a high-class lifestyle while someone else live a low-class lifestyle. That's what I've seen, that there's the people who are rich are very rich, and the people who are poor are very poor. There's no middle class here. So we have to find a way to try and bridge the gap.
So how is the feeling like when you are in Ghana?
It's a nice feeling. Actually, when you land, it's just the atmosphere alone and the people. The people are nice. The food and some. Yesterday it rained very heavily, and it was a different feeling. I hate it when it rains in the UK, but I didn't mind it. I was actually walking in the rain because the smell of it, it's different.
The smell of the rain.
It's very earthy.
Wow.
Yeah, like it feels like when the rain falls, the whole earth comes up, and it feels different.
Charlie, then make you come out, make we see it. Hey.
It's quite good, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, Charlie, you are the first person telling me that when it rains, it's the smell of the rain. It's different. Like, I can't wait to inhale that. Man, this is something new. You might be there watching me. Is it not new to you?
I was bathing in the rain like when I was little, and then after that you feel very cold and you have to go to bed forcefully. Yeah. I've had that experience, so it's something that sometimes, the memories, you have those memories and you kind of cherish those memories. Because
Can you tell us one memory that you think you remember?
I remember coming to Ghana, I think in 2010 or 2011. This was like 10 or 12 years ago. We played outside in the sun. Basically, we did all the childhood games like spoon race, put someone behind you and race to the other side, sack race in the sun. We were all so dirty it was like we played until late, like 7, 8 p.m. when it was dark. And yeah, we got into trouble with my grandma because we're all looking so dirty. But that memory would stay with me forever because that's one thing that I really sit and, it comes back to me. And I really cherish that memory.
Would you like to do one day?
I would, but now I'm old.
Oh, no, I mean, we can plan to do it. Can't we plan and do it? We can, right? Look, let me ask you, if you want us to do this video again, let me know. We want to do that childhood memories. The one that she was in the sack, racing with a spoon. We will run together, get that, egg, right? You'll be running with a spoon with the egg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see in the comment, Charlie. Write if you want to see that, so that we do it justice. But Charlie, do quick, otherwise she left there. This is 2,000 years later, right? You will do now, otherwise Charlie. Thank you so much, Lady D with the XXX. You understand, Charlie? It was nice having you. It was great having you on Epic It Was channel.
Please subscribe to Epic It Was. Share, like, and comment.